So because the question is asking for the common ratio, I'll call that R, and then represent these three terms that are in geometric progression, which means if this is x times r squared. So we have y equal to x times r, z is xr squared. And we're also given that this constraint here that x, it is an increasing, so keep that in mind. We're also given this condition that these are in arithmetic progression, which just means that the middle term is the average of those two. So you can either write it directly like this, or the common difference between the second and the first term is this, and then you can write that this is equal to the third term and the second term. And you'll notice this is exactly equivalent to that. So if you cross multiply or move the 2 here, 32y is 5x plus 12z. So since I need to get an r, I will express y in terms of x and then also z in terms of x. So that becomes 32xr, x stays there for 5x, and then xr squared. You'll notice that x drops out. It's positive, so you can just simply divide it. And we end up with this quadratic equation, 12r squared minus 32r plus 5 equal to 0. 12 times 5 is 60, so I need to split that middle number into two numbers that give you 60, and that would be 30 and 2. So we'll split it accordingly and then factor it in pairs. So here I can pull out a 3r, or actually I can do 6r. You want to pull out as much as you can. So 2r minus 5, and here we pull out minus 1, factor out, and then we get 2r minus 5. So if you factor it correctly, these two will always match. And we get this factorization. This will give us two values for r. One is 1/6 and the other is 5/2. You'll note that both of them are here, and I think my first attempt I picked this, but because they tell us that it's an increasing, that r has to be greater than 1. So this is the correct answer. That's the wrong answer. So the answer is 5/2, choice D.